Have you ever stopped and thought about the total possible combinations of gear we can run in Destiny 2? From a sheer mathematical perspective alone, it's kind of astonishing. Even looking at ways of picking 3 items out of 50 can be done in 19,600 ways. So, somehow, out of the quite literally billions upon billions of ways of different combinations of builds, item, gear, exotics, when I took your suggestion for PvP loadouts, I got some of the best, worst, and cheesiest loadouts. Today I will be reviewing 5 of the builds provided to me through you, my dearest subscribers, and giving them my thoughts as a professor in PvPology. Most of these builds came from a live stream we did last Tuesday where chat was able to donate and suggest a build for me to run in the next game. The last build in this list will be a featured build from the comment section. For each build, I will rate it according to its offense, defense, versatility, survivability, speed, and consistency, and give it a grade for flavor and viability. Flavor being how fun, unique, and synergistic the build is, and viability being how effective the build is at making Guardians play a Respawn Screen Simulator 2021. I want to make sure that these builds have the best chance of being successful, so I dropped by the spider for some materials, grabbed my exotics and weapons, and picked mods for armor that best suited the build. So, starting off, we have Sam, who suggested a Well of Radiance Igneous Hammer Mantle of Battle Harmony build. Because Sam didn't provide me an exotic weapon nor a special weapon, and feeling mighty tempted by the ability to use Middletree Solarlock's passive to keep rifts constantly up, I chose Violence and selected the Arbalest. The synergy between Igneous Hammer and Mantle of Battle Harmony was immediately apparent, but the sheer volumes of cheddar pouring out at the end of the Arbalest was just way too much to ignore. I had forgotten how absolutely stupid this weapon is. Even ignoring the almost aimbot levels of aim assist, with an empowering rift of which I had plenty, I was able to one-shot body shot nearly every Guardian unless they had max resilience. But let's be honest, getting a sweaty try-hard, double gilded flawless tilted teabag on sight Guardian to give up 100 recovery and 100 mobility for a high resilience is like asking EA to take microtransactions out of their games. Worse yet, even without a damage bond on the Igneous, with the Mantle of Battle Harmony and a charged super, or in this case the Well of Radiance, in my back pocket, I effectively can duct tape Rampage onto that Igneous Hammer for free. And if I don't have my supercharged, my Igneous Hammer gets Thresh copy-pasted onto it instead. The synergy between the damage buff and the Mantle of Battle Harmony and Igneous alone was worth praising, but comboing that with the almost forbidden Arbalest and Powering Rift combo, I feel like I need to take a shower afterwards. I'm a man who loves cheese like Shax likes grenades, so safe to say I was really happy with this build. Offense 6, defense 9, versatility 7, survivability 8, speed 5, consistency 8, flavor A-. It is sort of like Sniper Hand Cannon, but Arbalest, and it's been kind of forgotten about in the meta, which kind of terrifies me that people start running this a little bit more, because I don't know if I want to deal with that again. Viability A+, 10 out of 10, surprised I didn't get hate mail. So now you're sitting here thinking to yourself, hey, that build looked pretty good, albeit a bit cheesy. Maybe this video won't have any builds that are utter garbage designed purely to bring the user brain hemorrhaging. Why do I always get somebody who demands I run the Ruinous effigy? I'm wondering if somewhere over on Twitter or Reddit there's a group of hooded cultists trying to use the negative emotions of the world to summon some eldritch horror who feeds on them. I didn't think you could make the Titan's Ramparts, a universally powerful Titan exotic, bad. But I'll be damned, Peppermint freaking made the Titan's Ramparts bad. When you fire the Ruinous effigy through the Titans acts like a soft body, which causes the Ruinous effigy's beam to light up like the second coming of Christ, making it so that you can't see anything. Thank God I was on controller where I could let aim assist take the wheel, otherwise this already poop water build would have been almost unplayable. The damnable thing of this whole ordeal is that I know some of you twisted SOBs are gonna laugh at how much misery this put me through and fill my donations box with lol, use Ruinous effigy. Never have I been so happy to run out of special ammo, so I could say to my chat, oh no, looks like I gotta use a primary. The only redeeming factor to this entire build was that I was able to choose my own subclass and gave myself the nearly indestructible Behemoth Titan. Man, I hate Ruinous effigy so freaking much. Offense 2, defense 3, versatility 2, survivability 7, speed 5, consistency 1, flavor D. You're only not getting an F here because it's not something generic. Viability F. Congratulations. It's hard to make a build that so actively damages your own performance. The best part about this build was that I got mercy rolled so I could take it off early. But having so firmly nosedived into rock bottom, we can only go up from here. Next up, we had Grackleflint, who suggested a stasis lock with a Frost Pulse aspect, Vigilance Wing, and Aeon Soul with the Sect of Vigor. My first thought going into this was, why the hell would you ever use the Aeon exotics in PvP? But literally 2 seconds in, I realized Grackle was a PvP mad scientist like myself. If you run the Sect of Vigor and the Vigilance Wing, anytime a teammate dies, you receive an absolute litany of buffs, and it doesn't really matter where they are in the map when they die. It just gives them to you. These buffs include movement speed, health regeneration, and rift energy, and this is all being played on control, which means I can keep a steady flow of blueberry juice fueling my reign of terror. Running this on the Stasis Warlock with the Freezy Rift aspects means you can have a close range freeze on almost instant cooldown. I didn't use this freeze much, however, so I suspect this build using something like the Arc Soul Rifts may be a little bit stronger. Even still, you can use armor mods on your Bond to grant grenade or melee energy when placing a rift, using either the Bomber mod or the Outreach mod respectively. Ignoring the passive buffs of Vigilance Wing is still quite powerful. Its TTK is a clean 1 second and only requires a 50% critical hit rate, 5 head, 5 body. I definitely think the Aeon Sect of Vigor with the V-Wing combo needs more experimentation. So my challenge to you is to conjure up a build that is even more synergistic to this one. I am curious of what you can come up with. Offense 7, defense 8, versatility 7, survivability 8, speed 5, consistency 7, flavor. Ladies and gentle guardians, I am proud to announce the first ever in this series S-tier flavor. Congratulations, Grackle, you glorious bastard. Viability A. Very, very, very solid. This build restored my faith in humanity. Surely, I think to myself, nothing will dislodge the euphoria that I... fuck, he's back. On this episode of Me Some Tortoises KDA for Money, Peppermint decided that because we so often in the community call bad players in PvP bots, that we should treat them quite literally like AI. So today, I will teach you how to best optimize DPS in PvP for the raid boss Tanix with Divinity and a grenade launcher. Starting off, you have to apply the debuff to Riven. Once the crit bubble is formed around the Sanctified Mind, immediately swap over to your grenade launcher for a quick burst of damage. Make sure you run Breach and Clear mod on that seasonal artifact of yours for an extra burst of damage and crowd control for your champions. Of course, after just 1 kill, you'll be out of ammo, so slap on those double scavengers and cry because you no longer have traction if you're on console. Once you have done that, you will have successfully one-faced Aeon. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Offense 3, defense 4, versatility 3, survivability 5, speed 4, consistency 4, flavor C, viability D. I was actually surprised that the Divinity Grenade Launcher combo was relatively consistent because of the absolute chunky hitbox created by the Divinity, and the Grenade Launcher only really needs to kind of glance them to basically guarantee a kill. Shaking off that whole monstrosity, we have the featured build of the week by Moojuice, who suggested a Sunspot Titan with Heart of Inmost Light, Sunshot, and an aggressive frame sniper. I think Heart of Inmost Light needs more attention, and a damage buffing Sunshot build might just be the way to do it. I decided to min-max the build further by choosing Revoker as a high-impact sniper of choice. Sniper hand cannon is a bit vanilla, but when we are talking about Sunshot, you have my attention. Sunshot is super underappreciated, and even without the catalyst and even without practice on the weapon, I still felt great using this combo. Given more time in this combo, I could easily see myself taking this on a Flawless card in Trials of Osiris. My biggest complaint, honestly, was the inconsistency of the fusion grenades. They don't track as well as I was hoping, so actually getting the buff chain to trigger was actually kind of challenging. Regardless, it was a very, very clean build. offense 7, defense 7, versatility 7, survivability 6, speed 5, consistency 7, flavor C, viability A. A fantastic build to end it with. Please make sure you are subscribed before leaving a comment. It's fat-free, cholesterol-free, and it's safe for keto. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bless your faces, and deuces.